So I know this person who doesn't like LeBron, and like they don't like LeBron. And the reason why they don't like LeBron is because they don't like his flopping, you know. And but I think the real reason why they don't like LeBron is because it's like he's talked about all the time as this great player, you know. And but once you start to think of LeBron as this bad player or just not that good, you then start to think, okay, well, why do I not think this way? Why do I think that he's bad? And it's because of his flopping. It's because his flopping. It's because of his complaining about calls. And these are all, you know, these are all like fine critiques. You know, it's not necessarily bad to critique things, but when when it becomes a consistent thing, it becomes when you consistently have that thought, that critique thought, that critical thought, you um, without the thoughts of like positivity on the other end, you know, you then begin to like have it become a part of your have it become a part of your identity. And once something becomes a part of your identity, you have to kind of like prove to other people why this thing is a part of your identity, you know? You are consistently looking at the world through this lens, and other people have a different opinion about, say, LeBron, and they're like, I like LeBron, or I like, basketball or whatever. And so, since you've made this decision, oh, I don't like LeBron because he's a flopper and he complains, then you look around the league and you see people complain and flopping, and then you're like, well, if I don't like them, or if I don't like LeBron, then I don't like these people. I don't like these other basketball players, you know? And then you start to think, well, that's how the league is now. And so now I just don't like NBA basketball. I don't like these types of sports. And then you look at other sports, other professional sports, and you're like, well, these guys are complaining, because they're not, and they're complaining. Why aren't they complaining? Or why are they complaining? They're making so much money or something like that. And it just becomes this kind of like spiral, you know? And this is how, you know, one negative emotion that's thought consistently will become a worldview, you know? And beginning to think that way about people in life, it's it's interesting because it can become so quickly. It can become so quickly your worldview. It can become so quickly the like frequency at which you look at life, especially if you've thought this way about other things in the past, you know. But yeah, so that's the way that I see it. Is like, okay, LeBron is a flopper. He does complain, but also it's amazing when he does something really cool, you know? And like I feel like our brains are kind of wired to look at the negatives and just, you know, look at the negatives, but you really do have to kind of train your brain to say, no, there's something good here too. And recognizing that good stuff and continuing to enjoy the good things will it's a more philosophical experience than you think. It's a more advantageous perspective than you think because once you start to see the good in things, then you're just able to try new things because you haven't closed yourself off to things. So you have like an ability to enter different domains, different terrains, and um, spread your spread your influence, spread your like friendships, spread your find just find more freedom, to be honest.